Hello friends, I am DK and I welcome you all to your own channel. Friends, in our tutorial series Zero to Hero, this is episode number 37 in English version. Those who are interested to watch these videos and tutorials in Hindi version can refer to our playlist on the channel in Hindi section Zero to Hero Hindi, where all these tutorials are available in Hindi also. Friends, in episode number 37, we will be learning all about RSI, its a secret, how it is used to enhance the accuracy in the technical analysis. And friends, if you are watching this video and not yet subscribed the channel, please do subscribe, enable the notification bell so that you are well notified on time for upcoming new uploads. And friends, if you are interested to know all about membership of this channel, you can refer to the link provided in the description box of this video below and know all about the perks and benefits that are being offered under various membership programs in collaboration with YouTube. So on RSI, we will be covering the tutorial in two parts. And this is part number 1. And in second part, we will be learning on price chart as to how RSI can be used for different purpose. So friends, let's begin the today's tutorial and learn all about RSI. So friends, let's understand what is RSI, Relative Strength Index. Simply to put forth, RSI is a momentum indicator. And among the indicator, it is a kind of oscillator. And a momentum indicator, it measures at what rate the price is increasing or decreasing. So in technical analysis, it helps us to understand the momentum of the price action in the market so that we know the magnitude at which the price is going up or coming down. So it is an oscillator based on certain fixed formula for the selected past period. It calculates its value in a range of 0 to 100. Since it is an oscillator, so it oscillates between 0 to 100. So let us go ahead and understand further about RSI and a little bit about its historical background as to how it has been developed, who has developed it, and where it found its first mention regarding RSI. So friends, let us know briefly all about the history of RSI. The RSI is a pretty old oscillator which are being used in the technical analysis. It was developed way back in 1978 and is still a very popular among the technical analysts world over. The relative strength index was developed by J.W. Wilder Jr., which finds its mention in his classical book which was written in 1978, New Concepts in Technical Trading Systems. So it was originally developed by J.W. Wilder. And most surprisingly, very few people might be knowing that this book also includes the parabolic SAR, average true range, directional moment direction moment concept, which is based on which the ADX is developed. And despite being developed before the computer age, it is very significant. All these were developed when there was no use of computer, and so all these calculations were manually performed, charts were manually plotted and observed, and despite being developed before the computer age, the Wilder's indicators have stood the test of time and have remained extremely popular even today. So as we move forward in Zero to Hero tutorial series, we will cover parabolic SAR, ATR. ATR you might have seen that I use quite often in our technical analysis, especially to design the trading strategy. So friends, let's move ahead and understand further all about RSI. So now let us understand as to how RSI is calculated. I am not telling you that you need to calculate the RSI values, but once you understand the formula behind calculation of RSI, you develop a concept about understanding the RSI better. So conceptual understanding of any subject is always better, because when we know what is the basis of its calculation and what it is calculating. Although RSI was developed before computer age, today it's an era of software. Your charting platform will calculate RSI value the moment you give an input regarding the time period selected in this particular oscillator. So friends, simply to put forth, RSI is equal to 100 minus 100 divided by 1 plus RS. What is RS? RS is a relative strength. Means RS is nothing but it is a calculation of average gains which the price has taken. When the price is rising, how much average at average rate it has risen, and when it is falling, at what rate it has fallen in past selected time period. If you select 10 period, it will calculate the past 10 days. If you select the 14 period, it will calculate the 14 period. So RS is nothing but average gain and average loss, because the price is not moving in a straight line upward or downward. To simply the calculation, RSI has been broken down into the components like RS, average gains and average loss. As simple as that. And whenever there is a loss, so average loss is not indicated in minus value. It is always indicated in a plus value, because when the market is falling, the average loss is being calculated for the arriving at finally at what net rate the price is rising. So the default period for RSI as referred by the original person, Mr. Wilder, who developed it, was 14-day period. So now let us understand the first calculation for average gain and average loss are simply 14-day period, which was the original default period, and majority of the charting tool which you find today or you might be using will always have a default value of 14-day period. However, you have an option to alter it according to your wish. However, if you see, the first average gain is equal to sum of the gains of past 14 years. 14 periods. If you are looking at a daily chart, it will calculate the past 14 days. If you are looking at the weekly chart, it will calculate the past 14 weeks. And if you are looking at the hourly chart, it will calculate the past 14 candles which is being formed each hour. So divided by 14, so sum of the gains, the gaining days gains are added up, divided by 14, and the first average loss is what? The sum of the losses in past 14 days whenever the candle closes in red or bearish, divided by 14. So it is basically calculating what? It is calculating whenever the price is going up, it is calculating the average of those price which has ended in a green, and for a loss perspective, it is calculating the average of losses which has taken place in past 14 days. sum total of the sum gains divided by 14 and sum total of the losses divided by 14 will give you the average gains and average loss on a selected period, in this case 14-day period, which is the default period. And the second and subsequent gains is always arrived at by adding the value of the gains or loss of the current candle. So the average gain would be what? Previous gains multiplied by 13 plus current gain divided by 14, because 13 prior periods are being considered and 14th day is the current period, is added to it and divided by 14. So every day when we progress on the day on day, there will be a new another value and prior 13 days, and this is how the average gains and average loss is arrived at, which gives the momentum in the market, at what speed the price is going up or at what speed the price is falling down. So this is very important indicator which measures the momentum or the speed at which the price is moving in the market. So friends, although RSI was developed way back in 1978 when the computers are not being used widely world over, but its relevance is even today. You know, over the period of time, the RSI has proven to be very versatile momentum oscillator or indicator, and it helps us to enhance the accuracy in our technical analysis. So it has stood the test of the time. Despite changes in the volatile aspect of the market, what market has not been volatile in earlier years as it is today. But even despite of the changes in market texture, I would say, not the structure, market texture, the markets over the years, RSI has remained relevant and very popular among the technical analysts. I always say in my videos, and would like you to also follow, that deeper study is more important than wider study. When you pick up several indicators and oscillators and have a little bit about the knowledge about various oscillators or indicators, which means you are not going deep into a particular oscillator, which might help you to develop the in-depth knowledge about that topic. So pick up few indicators, one or two, go deep into the study of that indicator, and RSI is one of such indicators that I have picked up for my studies. You might have seen on this channel various technical analysis on stock market, commodity market and currency pairs that I perform, and whenever, normally I don't use indicators because price actions are the most important. We all know price and volume are the base parameters for technical analysis, and you will understand and appreciate if you have understood conceptually the 6 underlying principles given by Charles S. Dow, which are the guiding principles for modern day technical analysis in any way. So once we understand all those 6 doctrines in a proper fashion, probably the price and volume would be our focus area. But as a supporting tool, RSI should be used to check the momentum aspect of the market. Price can give you the value zones. RSI will let you know about the momentum aspect. So are we able to combine momentum and value aspect? Then our accuracy would be better. We'll pick up the stock at a right moment in the right market structure in the value area to minimize the risk and try to maximize the reward aspect of the business. So what are the broad uses of RSI in technical analysis? So basically RSI first is to check the momentum aspect of it, at which speed the price is moving. It's very significant. If you want to cut short the time when we calculate the target, probably the momentum plays a very significant role. besides other aspects of course. Then it helps us to know the overbought and oversold conditions. There are other indicators also which can help you to measure the overbought and oversold conditions. Once you become the good at price action analysis, probably you don't need any indicator to understand the overbought and oversold conditions. The price action would be enough to understand whether the price is overextended or it is at a value area. Then third, it helps us to understand the divergence. Is there any divergence between price and momentum indicator, which can give you early signal with regard to the movement in the price or reversal? So there can be bullish divergence, there can be bearish divergence, what we call it is a positive divergence or negative divergence. You might have seen on the technical analysis that we perform on the channel that we use all these aspects and give a commentary on it when we do the technical analysis. And then friends, it helps us to understand the very change in the momentum. The diminishing effect on upside momentum or diminishing effect on a downside momentum, which helps us to understand the swings in the momentum indicator. And this gives a very clear indication as to how the price is likely to behave. So RSI is a kind of leading indicator. All these aspects of various uses of RSI we will be covering in the part 2 of the tutorial step by step. However, I am going to share with you one very important observations, and it will be task for you as well to check various charts, which I am going to tell you today right now. So friends, certain observations which I have made over many years and by selecting various charts. So the market, when market is trending, whether it is uptrending or downtrending, in uptrending market you will find that RSI will have a tendency to go past value 60. While whenever correction takes place or pullbacks, market pullbacks, RSI normally doesn't go below 40. And I'm giving you this task to observe at least 20, 25, 30 charts. When the market is trending up, you pick a few charts from the stock market, few from the index, few from the commodity market, and something from currency pairs, and check it whether it is true or not to a large extent. And then if the market is trending down, it has a tendency that it goes below 40, and whenever market retraces up, because the market is trending down, when pullback will take place, will take in the opposite direction of the prevailing trend. So whenever the price rises and forms a corrective wave in the downtrending market, the RSI will have a tendency not to go past 60. So 40 and 60 becomes a very important levels on RSI to study the so the instance to look at RSI would be different in uptrending market, would be different in downtrending market. When you are initiating a long trade in uptrending market, RSI will help you to check the momentum aspect of it. And when you are initiating the trade short side in downtrending market, especially with a shorter term like swing trading kind of thing, it will help you to understand the diminishing momentum on upside and a right point from where you can initiate a trade, where RSI can provide you a supporting studies to initiate a trade, to enter into high probability trade. So friends, if you have liked the today's presentation, give a thumbs up. Your liking the video gives me motivation, which drives me for making new and new videos on this channel. Friends, share this video among your friend circle. social media, WhatsApp group, so that other people also receive benefits out of these tutorials on the channel. In the process, they will subscribe the channel to become part of your and my family, where learning is a continuous process. Friends, subscribe the channel, enable the notification bell, and do write. I shall be waiting for your comments on this video in the comment section. Enable the notification bell so that you remain updated for upcoming uploads on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. We will meet soon again, friends.